client management. I promised you something special, and here we go. I actually created you a client management system that you can use right inside ClickUp app. ClickUp has dozens and dozens of different templates. I poked around and I found one that was for use in creating and taking care of doctor's office patients. That's very similar to what we might use in permanent cosmetics, or we might use it in a spa setting. So here we have client management. There are all sorts of others if you don't care for this, or you can just use this as a springboard and delete columns that you don't need. So if you don't want to recreate anything, you don't have to. You can use this for one person doing the service provisions, or this was originally set up so that it had multiple people working in the same office. Either way works, just depends on what your individual setup is like. You can eliminate anything that you don't need and add or edit anything you'd like to do. To change the name, I could go up to Perm Cause Service and click on that, and it would ask me what I'd like to do. I can say rename it. Just type the new name in, it's done. So you can see that we have, again, we can view this in list, board, calendar. We can check documents. We can check service requests. So there's a lot of potential here. And it's broken down by where they are in their process. So service is complete. Here the red one was rescheduled. The purpley color is people coming in this week. And these are upcoming in the future. And this one is needing follow-up work. So there's a lot of choices here as to how you'd like to deal with them. Okay, here it is in a board view. So we can see the wait list, others, re-enhance, and have them divided out now. Instead of by days, we have them divided out by the type of service they're going to be having. When we click on any client, let me just back up for half a second, and you can see we have Sanchez would be in one of these appointments. We find Sanchez, and I did, and I clicked on her, and there's the pop-up that shows up. Here we have, we can see that she's here for a follow-up required. It needs to be assigned. It's due on Wednesday. We can see that she was last in on June of 19. We can see medications, surgeries, allergies, all those handy things that it pulled from the client information file that you'll see in just a couple of minutes. We can add to-dos on this, subtasks related to this. You can add a checklist, and at the bottom of the screen, there is a way to add attachments, and that's going to be very useful here in just a couple of minutes. Here is to the left, we have a square screenshot. I eliminated the calendar setup part of it. I show you the full screenshot of the left side of the screen. And on there, you can see that I actually did apply an attachment at the bottom. Note, it's an MP4. So I went to my cell phone and pretended I was doing a permanent makeup client, took the before and afters, and then I went back to ClickUp and I said, I'd like to add a photo. And it said, do you want to use your camera or do you want to use your photo file? I told it photo file. I clicked on a file and it put it there. So you can not only put before and afters in here and have all of her photos in one perfect place. So you've got your documentation done for you as far as the state is concerned. Everything is in this one very, very private but easy to access file. And if she is standing there raving about what a fabulous job you did, you can hand her your cell phone with the camera running, have her do a selfie, and give you a very quick testimonial. Upload it here, have her sign the right forms, and you are set with marketing material. On the right-hand side, we have a larger screenshot that shows the patient intake. And that is part of the forms that are built into this. There's all sorts of things, again, that we can add to this, and you can see the gray slider bar. It scrolls down, and you can add columns, you can add conditions, you can just tell it everything you'd like to know, and you've got them here. There is a way you can share this form with the client. She fills it out on her computer, and you have access to it. Then you can cut the link so she can no longer do anything with that form and can't get anywhere else in your system. And you've got all of her information digitally. Pretty darn handy. We can also get around with our marketing. So on the left, this is the 12-month promotional calendar. I used that 13-month calendar that I shared with you that had an idea for a theme for every month. It might be celebrate January with running away to the spa with your best friend and have a procedure or have something done. It might be sun protection in the spring or as part of skin cancer awareness. It might be breast cancer awareness in the fall. We might be doing any sorts of specials that you want to do, but remember, it doesn't always have to be a sale. And we'll explore some of that as we move on forward. Because this is still the bare bones, you'll notice that the marketing projects still look just like the promotional calendar. As you are working with them, you can edit them, change the names, start going in and filling in information that give you then the big, strong bones that you'll know exactly what you did. When it's done, it lives in the complete file, and you can refresh it, tweak it, and have it to go for next year. Again, this is just based on, we have statuses that we create. So in the promotional calendar, we have 4 status to do. So these are things we haven't even touched yet. In progress, these are things we're working on. You always should be working on things that are not being, shouldn't be published right at the moment, but these are working on things in advance. Try to always work 1 to 2 months in advance, and it's going to make your life that much simpler. Scheduled means it's ready to go, and you've got it on the calendar ready to be used. Once you have it scheduled for use and used it, then it goes into the complete file. Ready and waiting for next year. When I click on any month, and you can see I clicked on July summer news here, I have assigned it to myself. I have selected using the calendar when it's got to be done. So I have said it's got to be done by the end of June, so it's ready to publish the 1st of July. And in this, I've created a theme, Protect, Prevent, Play, using the skin cancer awareness and the sun. So we can remind clients to take care of their permanent makeup and their skin in the sun. We can remind them of changes to appointments and protocols based on COVID-19 and what's happening there. We can share and keep them updated on changes in the clinic. Be sure and include any photos that you can take to show what you're doing. I really think it's very valuable if they see you tricked out in your work gear and they can see the protection and the precaution that you are taking. And if you have a separate summer schedule or changes to your schedule, be sure and keep them updated in that. The mood now should be upbeat and inspirational. And here is a batch of video resources so that you can go and watch a video on how I created some of these things or someone else created them. I thought, that's a good idea. So we have ClickUp overviews. You'll find them anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour and a half. The daily planner that was created in about 10 minutes. And you'll also see one on the forms. And there are literally dozens and dozens of ClickUp YouTube videos. Hey, you're now a ClickUp ninja. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. All right, go give it a spin.